Have you ever wondered why some people, when they face a huge failure, come back stronger? When they get rejected, fail an exam, or lose a promotion, they bounce back, hold on, and keep going. But others? The same failure breaks them. They give up. They quit. They never try again. What's the difference? Is it talent? Luck? Intelligence? No. The truth is, it's not any of those things. It's your mindset, your belief about your own abilities. And that belief can literally change your brain. Here in this video, you will learn the secrets of coming back, stronger and better. Welcome to BookKeyInsightshub, the place where we uncover the life-changing lessons hidden in the world's most influential books and show you exactly how to apply them in your life, backed by the psychology that makes them work. Today, we're diving into Carol Dweck's groundbreaking book, Mindset: The New Psychology of Success. Whether you're a parent worried about your child's confidence, a teacher struggling with unmotivated students, a student facing exam anxiety, a professional who keeps getting passed over for promotion, or someone who just wants to grow, this video will reveal the science behind why some people thrive when they fail, while others crumble, so you can develop the belief system that turns obstacles into opportunities. Grab a notebook, if you like, settle in, and let's uncover the psychology that's transformed millions of lives. Before we dive into the lessons, let's talk about who Carol Dweck is and why this research matters. Carol Dweck is a Stanford psychology professor. For 11 years, she studied why people react differently to failure. She interviewed world-class athletes, Fortune 500 CEOs, struggling students, successful parents, and teachers who transformed classrooms. She wanted to understand, what separates people who succeed from those who don't? The answer? It wasn't talent. It wasn't intelligence. It was something deeper, something psychological. She discovered two mindsets. She calls them fixed mindset and growth mindset. Fixed mindset believes your abilities are set in stone. You're either smart or you're not, talented or you're not, and failure proves you're not good enough. Growth mindset believes your abilities can be developed. Through effort, practice, and learning, you can become smarter, stronger, and better. Her research has been cited over 500,000 times. It's changed how schools teach, how companies train employees, how families raise children, and how coaches train athletes. This is the psychology of success. And today, you're going to master it. Let's start with the foundation. Lesson 1. There are two mindsets, and you switch between them depending on the situation. Fixed mindset believes talent is innate. You're born with it, or you're not. So when you fail, it proves you're not good enough. You avoid challenges because failure hurts too much. You hide your weaknesses, and you feel threatened when others succeed. Let me give you a realistic example. Imagine Sarah, a high school student. She gets a D on her math test. Her fixed mindset says, I'm just not smart at math. I'll never get it. So what does she do? She stops studying. She avoids math class. She tells herself, I'm just not a math person. Or imagine Marcus, an office worker. He applies for a promotion and gets rejected. His fixed mindset says, I'm not cut out for leadership. I'll never be a manager. So he stops applying. He stays in his comfort zone. He tells himself, I'm not leadership material. Or imagine a parent, Jennifer. Her 8-year-old daughter struggles with reading. Jennifer's fixed mindset says, she's just not a good reader. Some kids are, some aren't. So she stops pushing. She accepts it as permanent. She tells herself, that's just how she is. Now, growth mindset believes abilities can be developed. Effort, practice, and learning make you smarter, stronger, better. When you fail, it's feedback. It's a chance to grow. It's not a judgment of who you are. Same student, Sarah. Growth mindset says, I got a D because I didn't study the right way. I need better strategies. So she asks the teacher for help. She studies harder. She uses different techniques. And her next grade is a B. Same employee, Marcus. Growth mindset says, I got rejected because I need to develop leadership skills. I'll take a course. I'll practice public speaking. I'll ask for feedback. And 6 months later, he applies again and gets the promotion. Same parent, Jennifer. Growth mindset says, my daughter can improve with practice. I'll find a tutor. I'll read with her every night. I'll encourage her. And within 3 months, her reading level jumps 2 grades. Here's the truth Carol Dweck discovered. Mindsets aren't personality traits. They're beliefs you hold. And beliefs can change. You're not stuck with fixed mindset forever. You can develop growth mindset. Starting today, Lesson 2 changes everything for parents and teachers, the praise trap. Carol Dweck did a famous study. 500 children, ages 10 to 12, were given puzzles to solve. They all did well. And then, the researchers praised them differently. Half the children were praised for intelligence. Wow, you're so smart. You must be really talented. The other half were praised for effort. Wow, you worked really hard on that. I can see you tried different strategies. Then, they were given harder puzzles, and the results were shocking. The intelligence-praised kids, their performance dropped 20%. They avoided challenges. They lied about their scores. They said they hated difficult tasks. One kid even said, "I think I'm not smart anymore." The effort-praised kids, their performance improved 30%. They embraced difficulty. They stayed motivated. They asked for harder puzzles. They said, "I want to learn more." Why did this happen? Praising intelligence creates fixed mindset. The child's brain thinks, "I need to prove I'm smart. I shouldn't risk failing. Because if I fail, I'm not smart anymore." So they play it safe. They stop growing. Praising effort creates growth mindset. The child's brain thinks, "Hard work makes me better. I can improve through practice." So they take risks. They keep growing. Let me give you real-life examples. For parents, your child comes home with an A on their science project. Fixed praise, "You're so smart. You're a genius." Growth praise, "You worked really hard on that project. I saw how you researched and experimented. That's awesome." For teachers, a student finally understands algebra after struggling for weeks. Fixed praise, "You're so good at math." Growth praise, "You kept practicing until you got it. Your persistence paid off." For coaches, an athlete wins a game. Fixed praise, "You're a natural talent." Growth praise, "All those extra training sessions paid off. Your hard work is showing." For yourself, you finish a big project at work. Instead of thinking, "I'm so talented," think, "I worked hard and learned new skills." Here's the lesson. Stop praising intelligence. Start praising effort, strategy, and persistence. Instead of, "You're so smart," say, "You worked really hard on that." Instead of, "You're a natural," say, "I can see how much you practiced." Instead of, "You're talented," say, "Your dedication is paying off." This applies to athletes, employees, partners, and even yourself. Because the praise you give others and the praise you give yourself shapes your mindset forever. Lesson 3 is the simplest but most powerful thing you'll learn today: the power of yet. Carol Dweck discovered that adding one tiny word can rewire your entire brain. When you say, "I can't do this," add yet. "I can't do this yet." That one word changes everything. It signals to your brain, "This is temporary. I can improve. I just haven't figured it out yet." For students, "I don't understand algebra yet." For professionals, "I'm not ready for leadership yet." For athletes, "I haven't mastered this skill yet." For parents, "My child isn't reading well yet." The School of Chicago used this with struggling students. Instead of giving them failing grades, they gave them not yet, and pass rates increased by 35%. Why? Because not yet says, "You're on the path. You just haven't arrived yet." Psychology backs this with neuroscience. Neuroplasticity proves your brain creates new neural connections with effort. Every time you learn something new, your brain physically changes. The more you practice, the stronger those connections become. Your brain is not fixed. It's designed to grow. Self-efficacy theory by psychologist Albert Bandura confirms, belief drives behavior. When you believe you can improve, you actually do. When you believe you can't, you stop trying. Let me give you realistic examples. Students struggling with chemistry. Instead of saying, "I'm bad at chemistry," say, "I'm bad at chemistry yet." Then take action. Study 30 minutes extra. Ask the teacher for help. Use practice problems. 3 weeks later, you'll see improvement. Professional wanting a promotion. Instead of saying, "I'm not a leader," say, "I'm not a leader yet." Then take action. Enroll in leadership training, practice public speaking, mentor someone else. 6 months later, you'll be ready. Athlete learning a new technique. Instead of saying, "I'll never get this move," say, "I'll never get this move yet." Then take action. Practice 100 reps daily. Watch tutorial videos. Ask for coaching. 3 months later, you'll master it. Parent trying to connect with their teen. Instead of saying, "We have a bad relationship," say, "We have a bad relationship yet." Then take action. Listen more. Ask open questions. Show interest in their world. 2 months later, you'll see connection grow. The power of yet is not just positive thinking. It's science-backed psychology. It's neuroplasticity in action. It's belief driving behavior. So the next time you catch yourself saying, "I can't add yet," it's not permanent. It's temporary. And that changes everything. Lesson 4. Mindset shows up differently in every area of life. You can have growth mindset in one area and fixed mindset in another. In sports, fixed mindset says, "I'm not athletic. I'll never be good at this." So when they lose a game, they quit the team. Growth mindset says, "I need more practice. I need better training." So they show up early, stay late, and train harder. Real example, a high school basketball player misses a game-winning shot. Fixed mindset, "I choke under pressure. I'm not a clutch player." So they avoid taking shots in big moments. Growth mindset, "I need to practice free throws under pressure." So they shoot 100 free throws every day for a month. And the next big game, they sink the shot. In business, fixed mindset says, "I'm not a leader. I'm not cut out for management." So they avoid promotion opportunities. Growth mindset says, "I can learn leadership. I'll develop these skills." So they take courses, read books, and ask mentors for advice. Real example, an employee gets passed over for promotion. Fixed mindset, "I'm not good enough. Management doesn't like me." So they stop applying and resent their boss. Growth mindset, "I need to develop communication and decision-making skills." So they take a leadership course and practice public speaking. 6 months later, they apply again and get promoted. In relationships, fixed mindset says, "We're not compatible. This relationship is doomed." So they break up after the first major argument. Growth mindset says, "Relationships take work. We can grow together." So they communicate, compromise, and seek counseling. Real example, a couple has a fight about money. Fixed mindset, "We're too different. We'll never agree." So they break up. Growth mindset, "We need to learn better communication about money." So they have weekly money talks and create a budget together. 5 years later, they're still married and thriving. In parenting, fixed mindset says, "My child is shy. That's just how they are." So they accept it as permanent and stop encouraging social interaction. Growth mindset says, "My child can build confidence. They need practice and support." So they arrange playdates, encourage clubs, and praise effort. Real example, a 7-year-old is afraid to speak in class. Fixed parent, "She's just shy. Some kids are." So the parent stops pushing her to participate. Growth parent, "She can build confidence." So they practice at home, praise small wins, and encourage joining drama club. 1 year later, she's the class president. In teaching, fixed mindset says, "These students can't learn. They're not smart." So the teacher gives up and stops trying new methods. Growth mindset says, "These students need different approaches. I can find what works." So they experiment, adapt, and invest in professional development. Real example, a teacher has a class that struggles with reading. Fixed teacher, "These kids just aren't readers." So they teach the same way and accept low test scores. Growth teacher, "I need to find better teaching methods." So they try phonics, audiobooks, and one-on-one tutoring. By year's end, reading levels jump 2 grades. Carol Dweck found that mindsets aren't all or nothing. You have both fixed and growth mindset in different areas. The key is awareness. Notice when fixed mindset shows up and choose growth instead. Lesson 5 gives you the practical steps. How to actually develop growth mindset. Not just understand it, but live it. Step 1. Catch your fixed mindset voice. Fixed mindset has a voice. It whispers, "I'm not good at this. I'll never be able to do this. This is too hard. I'm not talented enough. They're just better than me." That's your fixed mindset talking. Just notice it. Don't judge it. Don't fight it. Just notice it. Writing it down helps. Keep a journal. When you feel stuck, right? My fixed mindset is saying, I can't do this. Awareness is the first step to change. Step 2. Recognize you have a choice. Fixed mindset says, stay safe. Don't fail. Prove you're smart. Growth mindset says, grow through challenges. Learn from mistakes. You get to choose which voice to listen to. When you notice fixed mindset, ask, what would growth mindset say? Fixed, I'm not good at public speaking. Growth, I can get better with practice. Fixed, I'll never understand this. Growth, I just haven't figured it out yet. Step 3. Talk to yourself with growth mindset. Fixed says, I failed. Growth says, I learned what doesn't work. That's progress. Fixed says, this is too hard. Growth says, this will take time and effort. And that's okay. Fixed says, I'm not talented enough. Growth says, anyone can improve with practice. Talent is overrated. Fixed says, they're smarter than me. Growth says, I can learn from them. Their success shows what's possible. Step 4. Take growth mindset action. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today? Send that email. Study for 10 minutes. Have that difficult conversation. Practice that skill for 15 minutes. Track your progress weekly. Remember from Atomic Habits, tiny improvements compound over time. Growth mindset is the belief that makes those habits work. Without belief, you quit. With belief, you keep going. Real example, a woman wants to learn guitar. Fixed mindset, I'm not musical. I'll never learn. Growth mindset, I can learn with practice. She starts with 10 minutes daily. Week 1, she struggles with chords. Week 2, she plays a simple song. Week 4, she plays 3 songs. 6 months later, she's playing at an open mic night. Growth mindset isn't magic. It's belief plus action. And it works. Now, how do you apply these lessons in your life? Here are specific, actionable steps for each audience. For parents, stop praising intelligence. Start praising effort. Instead of saying to your child, you're so smart, say, you worked really hard on that. Watch your child's resilience grow. When they fail, don't say, it's okay, you're still smart. Say, what did you learn? What will you try differently? This builds growth mindset forever. For teachers, replace failing grades with not yet. Teach neuroplasticity. Your brain grows with effort. Show students brain images of new connections forming. When a student struggles, say, you're not there yet. What strategies can we try? Watch struggling students transform. One teacher did this and saw pass rates increase 40% in one semester. For students, use the power of yet. I don't understand this yet. Track your study strategies, not just grades. Growth mindset increases performance by 30%. Study for 25 minutes. Take a 5-minute break. Pomodoro technique. Ask for help when stuck. Celebrate small wins. Your brain is designed to grow. For professionals, view rejection as feedback. I'm not ready for promotion yet. Develop skills, not just credentials. Take courses. Find mentors. Practice public speaking. Watch your career accelerate. One professional I studied got rejected 7 times, and on the 8th try, got promoted. Why? Growth mindset kept them going. For self-improvers, catch your fixed mindset voice. Use growth language. I can't yet. Embrace challenges as opportunities. Track progress weekly in a journal. Remember, mindset isn't about positive thinking. It's about believing your brain can change. Neuroplasticity proves it. Effort, practice, and persistence wire new pathways. Here's what happens when you master growth mindset. You stop fearing failure. You start embracing challenges. You see effort as the path to mastery. You learn from criticism. You find inspiration in others' success. And you unlock your full potential. Mindset teaches us that our beliefs about ability shape our reality. Fixed mindset says, who you are is fixed. You're born this way, and that's it. Growth mindset says, who you are can be developed. You can grow, learn, and become more. Here's what you need to remember. Catch your fixed mindset voice. Notice when it shows up. Use the power of yet. Add that one word to rewire your brain. Praise effort over intelligence. In yourself and others. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Your brain is designed to change. Neuroplasticity proves it. Start today. Notice your language. Take one small step. and watch how your life transforms, one growth choice at a time. If you found this video valuable, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and explore more book insights explained with psychology, science, and actionable tips. You may also want to check some of our previous videos to make your life better every day. Your journey to a growth mindset starts now.